Hello everyone, very, very good morning and a bright, cheery and sunny welcome to your Homechoir here. It's Folk Monday, 2 in a row, you lucky people. And this is a special episode because, well, there's an awful lot of young people heading off on summer camp today, including our son who just waved off on the coach with all his mates. He was sitting worryingly close to one of the children who looked like he was going to have an uncomfortable ride. White as a sheet he was, but hey, you never know. So today's Homechoir episode is all songs, for the most part, that you could sing quite happily on a bus journey somewhere. You know, when you all go to the back and you all sing raucously. That's what today's all about. So looking forward to sharing some songs with you. We've got Shoo, Don't Bother Me. We've got the Quartermaster Stores. We've got Green Grow the Rushes O. We've got On Top of Spaghetti, all covered with cheese. It's going to be fabulous. So let me check everything's working here. Let me check we can hear Minun. This is the finish, the Finnish bus ride. We've got the Foggy Foggy Dew. We've got the Tennessee Wig Walk, which is very loud. I'm just going to do something about the Tennessee Wig Walk, which is far too loud. How about that? That's a bit better. And Green Road, the Rushes O. Fabulous. So, hope everyone's had a good weekend. Hello to everyone who followed us either in person or online in Horsham, was tweeting and sharing all sorts of things. Fabulous session on Saturday with the Southern Early Music Forum, and huge thanks to everyone who came and supported that. Doing some rather lovely music by Henry Purcell. We've heard of him, haven't we, folks? I'm sure we have. Anyway, welcome to all of you. If you're new, my name's Ben. This is Homechoir, and you are very welcome. Do consider sticking around. Do join the subscribers by just clicking that button. Doesn't cost a penny. We'd love to have you with us. We are heading for 10,000 subscribers, and as of today, Monday, the 19th of May, we have 6,111 subscribers. 6111. That is fabulous. Come and join us. Hello to everyone who I know is watching live but not chatting this morning. Hello to Helene and Bill and Val and Sue and Tony and Sally and Annie, and to Harry and June. Hello to Anne and Linda and Charlotte and Nikki, and to Val and Huyen, and to Katie and Thornbury and everyone else. And then good morning everyone, or good evening, good afternoon. It's great to see you. So let's get started, shall we? Let me say hello to everyone in the live chat. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Alan. Hello, Alison. Hello, Angela. Hello, Christine. Hello, Emma. Hello, Fiona. Hello, Glennis. Hello, Irena. Hello, Jackie. Good evening, Jane. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jill. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Susanna. Hello to Carolyn and everyone else. It is splendid to see you. Good morning, Hanu, as well. Okay, fabulous. Let's get started. Some fun music today. And yes, as we're all getting on the coach, can I just ask you, please, to make sure that have we all paid a visit, and please make sure you sit with plenty of space between. We've got lots of room. You don't all have to sit at the back of the bus. Thank you. And is that gum? Would you mind just getting rid of it so we don't get a complaint from the coach company? Thank you. We're going to head off in just a moment. Let's go full screen. Let's all sing Homechoir as the bus pulls off, and we can get on the road. Nice deep breath and... on the bus indeed, go round and round, and another week of Homechoir rolls towards us. I hope you've all had a good weekend and you're looking forward to a great week of music. Today it's a Folk Monday, but very much dedicated to all those heading off on summer camp all around the UK. There are children heading off into the wilds of the countryside, wrenched away from their families, but more painfully wrenched away from their devices, everyone, from their phones, from their iPads. Let's take a moment of silence for all those poor devices that will be ignored and maligned this week. And also a moment of silent prayer for all the teachers who have accompanied them on their excursions and journeys around the country. Let's just say there will be more than a few glasses of wine consumed this coming Friday. But to help us and to send all of those young people on their way, we're going to sing some fun folk songs that you wouldn't find out of place on a bus, sung raucously by people all over the world throughout history, starting after our warm-up with On Top of Spaghetti, otherwise known as On Top of Old Smoky, but this is the better version. We'll sing Minun, Kultani, Kaunis on, that fabulous Finnish folk song, before we sing the Foggy Foggy Dew and the Tennessee Wig Walk. We'll sing Shoo, Don't Bother Me, hence the graphic for today. We'll sing the Quartermaster stores, to which I've added a couple of new verses, particularly disgusting ones, and then we'll finish off with Green Grow the Rushes to send us on our way. Now, of course, it's not all coach songs this week. We've got a lovely Ave Verum Corpus on Wednesday, which I'd wager that very few people, if anyone out there, has ever sung. It is Robert Pearsall's Ave Verum Corpus. And of course, we've sung Mozart's, we've sung Elgar's, we've sung Birds. We like a nice Ave Verum here. So come along on Wednesday and learn this gorgeous piece with me. And then on Fun Friday, well, we're going to sing more than a couple of Beatles songs. And we're also going to learn Can't Buy Me Love in a fabulous madrigal style version, which the King's Singers recorded some years ago. And so we're going to sing along with them in a very prim and proper Renaissance style. So lots and lots of fun coming your way this week. And if you like Homechoir, well, you can help us keep doing what we're doing, making all of these programs, recording all of these songs, reaching out to charities, doing good work, sharing music with the world for free. So do consider helping us out. Go along to homechoir.org/donate. And if you already help us, well, thank you very much. And if you aren't one of our donors yet, just buy us a coffee from time to time. That all goes to help us. So huge thanks to all of you. And in addition to all of these programs, all these lovely projects we do, we also put everything together into a weekly email newsletter, which is crafted with great love and care by the Homechoir elves who toil endlessly at the mines, at the face of knowledge, hacking off nuggets of information, processing them into fine ore, which then creates these incredible newsletters, which are carried on the back of unicorns on silken cushions and delivered to your inbox every single week, as if by magic. There's a ping and the newsletter is there for no cost. Go along to homechoir.org, click newsletter, sign up, and you'll receive this little magic delivery once a week. And there is no cost for it. And if you tell us when your birthday is, one more little bit of magic, a bit of magic dust for you. We'll sing you happy birthday when your special day rolls around. And we're celebrating today for Ruth and tomorrow for Julie, Lorna and Barbara. So to all four of you, in a moment, we will sing happy birthday. But first, may I invite you, please, to ascend, to stand up, or at very least to sit up in your chair. Because if you're slumped back in a seat, you're not going to have as much fun singing as someone who's sitting with a straight back. That's fantastic. Let's start by relaxing our shoulders, relaxing our jaw, getting rid of any tension, any stress. Fabulous. And just rolling our heads around. People are saying too much coffee. Actually, I've only had the one today. I think it's the joys of spring. And looking forward to a quiet week. With far less dishwashing and washing up to do. Rolling your shoulders back, everyone. That's great. And then roll your shoulders forwards. And then bring them up to your ears. Take a deep breath. And then sigh and let your shoulders fall. Fantastic. Just roll your head around. Just get yourselves ready to sing. That is, oh my goodness me. Click and hop and crunch. Super stuff. Well done, all of you. Let's just have a ya, 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 ya. It was just in Horsham, which was rather posh. I think let's do this very poshly. And ya, 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 ya. Very nice. Ya, 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 ya. Now yaw, 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 yaw. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now to ma, 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 ma. 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 One more. Ma, 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 ma. Fantastic. Oh, and now let us have the birthdays back on screen. So to Ruth, to Julie, to Lorna and to Barbara, a many, many happy returns of the day to you from everyone here at Homechoir and from all your friends all around the world. Everyone, please, after two, 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ruth, Julie, Lorna and Barbara. Happy birthday to you and many more. Many, many, many happy returns of the day to all 4 of you, and to anyone else celebrating this week. Remember, if you want us to sing for you, get signed up for that newsletter. All the best people are doing it. Now we're going to start off with a particularly silly song, which I have to say I sang many, many times at the back of the bus. Actually, what am I saying? I never sat at the back of the bus. I was never that cool. I was always at the front of the bus, a couple of rows behind the teacher, but I still sang along. And so we're going to sing this fabulous song, better known by some as On Top of Old Smoky, but this is the tale of woe that befell my poor meatball. Are we ready? Ready? On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled off the table, it rolled on the floor, and then my poor meatball rolled out of the door. It rolled in the garden and under a bush, and then my poor meatball was nothing but mush. The mush was as tasty could be, and early next summer it grew into a tree. Key change, the tree was all covered with beautiful moss. It grew lovely big meatballs and tomato sauce, and all through the summer the meatball tree grew. Wah, 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 wah. And then my poor meatball went back in the stew. Here's the moral: so if you eat spaghetti all covered with cheese, hold on to your meatball and don't ever sneeze. Life lesson to remember there. Hold on to your meatballs, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever sneeze. Cheers. Okay, so I think we're off. The coach has pulled away. The parents have waved. And as soon as the bus is out of sight, they've all gone, and the teachers have all at the front started biting their nails already. So we are on the road, and we're going to sing now a fabulous song from Finland, which we know and love here on the channel very well. And I'm dedicating this. I didn't get a chance to watch Eurovision this year, though of course I've caught up with it since. I do think the song about sauna was robbed. Okay, as much as the Austrian entry was lovely and all that, I think the song about sauna should have won. So we're going to sing this one in solidarity with our brothers and sisters and our friends in the Nordic nations who enjoy sauna. And this, of course, is a love song. How fair my sweetheart is. My darling has blue eyes, even though they're a bit crooked. Her mouth is small, even though it's a yard wide. When I take her to the market, even the horses laugh at her. Yeah. Maybe this could be next year's Eurovision entry. What do you reckon? Minun, Kultani, Kaunis on. Here we go. And Minun, Kultani, Kaunis on, vaikon kaitaluinen. Minun, Kultani, Kaunis on, vaikon kaitaluinen. Hei lulli ai la la, vaikon kaitaluinen. Hei lulli ai la la, vaikon kaitaluinen. Silmät silloin siniset, vaikon kiedonlaiset. Silmät silloin siniset, vaikon kiedonlaiset. Hei lulli ai la la, vaikon kiedonlaiset. Hei lulli ai la la, vaikon kiedonlaiset. Mouth is small, even though it's a yard wide. Suu on sillä suppukkaa, vaikon toista syltä. Suu on sillä suppukkaa, vaikon toista syltä. Hei lulli ai la la, vaikon toista syltä. Hei lulli ai la la, vaikon toista syltä. Last verses, get those consonants in. And kun minä vensen markkinoille, niin hevosetkin nauraa. Kun minä vensen markkinoille, niin hevosetkin nauraa. Hei lolli, ha ha ha, hevosetkin nauraa. Hei lolli, ha ha ha, hevosetkin nauraa. What I love about that recording, at the very, very end, you just hear a little giggle, a solitary titter from Anna, who was in the room as I recorded that one. And yeah, we had a lot of fun putting that one together. That one would have been early 2021, ladies and gentlemen. That's how long we've been doing this mad project and enjoying the sound of wonderful Finnish music. So yes, in solidarity with those who love sauna, a little folk song to make you smile. Okay, so now we're going to sing a song which technically is not a very happy song, but I decided to set this one in a slightly more up-tempo style. There's versions of this set by Vaughan Williams and by Britain, and they did it very, very seriously. I thought the underlying tune and the underlying feel needed to have a little bit of South American rhythm with more than a soupçon of He's a Lumberjack and He's Okay. So let's sing together the Foggy Foggy Dew, and this, of course, is the Latin toe tapping one. Here we go. Get yourselves grooving and let's sing. 1, 2, 3. When I was a bachelor, I lived all alone. I worked at the weaver's trade, and the only thing I did that was wrong was to woo a fair young maid. I wooed her in the winter time, some of the summer too. And the only thing I did that was wrong was to keep her from the foggy, foggy dew. Was to keep her from the foggy, foggy dew. One night she knelt down by my side when I was fast asleep. She threw her arms around my neck and then she began to weep. She wept, she cried, she tore her hair. Ah me, what could I do? So all night long I held her in my arms to keep her from the foggy, foggy dew. To keep her from the foggy, foggy dew. Again I am a bachelor, I live with my son. We work at the weaver's trade, and every single time that I look into his eyes, he reminds me of the fair young maid. He reminds me of the winter time, part of the summer too, and the many times I held her in my arms to keep her from the foggy, foggy dew. From the foggy, foggy dew last time, to keep her from the foggy, foggy dew. Cha cha cha. Fabulous. The Foggy Foggy Dew, cha cha cha, darling. Thank you to everyone in the comments who said that. Absolutely. Well, look, we've got one more before we look at our, it's not technically our new song because we've sung Shoo Fly before, but it's never been a kind of headline song. So this is the Tennessee Wig Walk. I'd like to dedicate this to dear Nesta. I do hope you're recovering well, and it's been great to see you back on our streams recently. So this was one of her requests a couple of years ago, and so this one you should be feeling warmed up by now. Should have had a little bit of a bop. And so obviously within reason, because we're all on the bus, we're all heading down the motorway, I think we can all do most of these actions while sitting in our seats. Of course, if we stand up and start dancing in the aisles, we'll probably get a stern look, a hard stare from the teacher. So let's do the Tennessee Wig Walk and have some fun. Here we go. I'm a bony chicken, I'm a knock-kneed hen. Never been so happy since I don't know when. I I walk with a wiggle and a giggle and a squawk, and I'm doing the Tennessee Wig Walk. Hear a tune on a fiddle on a hardwood floor. Though I'm broke, I'm weary, my back is sore. I walk with a wiggle and a giggle and a squawk, doing the Tennessee Wig Walk. Put your toes together, your knees apart, bend your back, get ready to start. Flap your elbows just for luck, then you wiggle and you waddle like a baby duck. Dance with me, honey, tap your toes and glide, and we'll all be together side by side. I walk with a wiggle and a giggle and a squawk, doing the Tennessee Wig Walk. Let's go from the top again. Now you know it, you can dance along. Ready? I'm a bony chicken, I'm a knock-kneed hen, never been so happy since I don't know when. I walk with a wiggle and a giggle and a squawk, and I'm doing the Tennessee Wig Walk. Hear a tune on the fiddle on a hardwood floor. Though I'm broke, I'm weary and my back is sore. I walk with a wiggle and a giggle and a squawk, doing the Tennessee Wig Walk. Put your toes together, your knees apart, bend your back, get ready to start. Flap your elbows just for luck, then you wiggle and you waddle like a baby duck. Dance with me, honey, tap your toes and glide, and we'll all be together side by side. I walk with a wiggle and a giggle and a squawk, doing the Tennessee Wig Walk. And we're doing the Tennessee Wig Walk. One of those, now, one of the hundreds of songs I'd never heard of before we started this channel. Thank you to Nesta for sending the request in, and thank you everyone at home for dancing along, because I know you were all dancing. Of course you were, of course you were. So, let's have a look at our technically new song that we've sung this before. This is Shoo, Fly, Don't Bother Me. And those of you like me who love your gardens, it's a tough thing, of course, this time of year. So many pests flying around. Butterflies, wasps, flies, but, you know, the garden seems to appreciate them, even if the kids really don't. So let's sing this one together. I've had the windows closed all morning just so we don't have a live reenactment of this song on stream, because we do get some rather large flies buzzing around this particular neck of the woods. If you don't know it, you soon will. So it goes like this. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. If you know it, sing out. Ready, here we go. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Fabulous. Then the verse goes. I feel like a morning star. 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 And then we go back and we do the chorus. I'd like to dedicate this song to anyone who remembers either QC Kids, which is really going back now to the very dim and distant days of this channel, the early days, or Ben at 10 with the young SIC, on which both channels I did this song. And if you were one of the many people who came along that outnumbered the children that sang, probably 10 to 1, thank you. And to any of the young people who sang, who I know are now much, much older, if you happen to watch this, hope you're still singing. Hope you still enjoy your music. Let's have some fun, everyone, from the back of the bus as loud as you can. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Here we go. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Let's do that again. Ready? Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Ready, first verse, here we go. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a morning star. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a morning star. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a morning star. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a morning star. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Let's do the next verse. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a singing bird. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a singing bird. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a singing bird. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a singing bird. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Okay, don't forget the actions this one. You're going to feel like a big sunflower. Let's see those sunflowers with your hands and your arms. Here we go. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a big sunflower. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a big sunflower. Really big. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a big sunflower. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a big sunflower. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Okay, last verse. If you've been singing along, then you're doing really well. If you haven't sung with us yet, make sure you sing this one. Ready? I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a real good sing. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a real good sing. Like you mean it. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a real good sing. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel like a real good sing. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Last time, here we go. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me. Shoo, fly, don't bother me, for I belong to somebody. Fabulous. Fabulous. From time to time, you've got to sing these cheery songs. The wheels on the bus go round and round. The years, they do pass, but singing these songs from our youth and singing the songs of the young, it's so good for you. Cheers. Good for the soul, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now, speaking of which, these last two numbers, these are songs of my childhood, without doubt. I grew up singing both of these songs with my mother, and so I'm dedicating these last two to her. So we're going to have the Quartermaster's Stores with a couple of extra verses that we've not had before, and then we'll finish off with Green Grow the Rushes O. Okay, so if you haven't had your breakfast yet, can I advise you maybe give it 5 minutes after this song? Here we go. There was cheese wafting on the breeze in the stores, in the stores. There was ham mixed up with the jam in the Quartermaster stores. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. Okay, ready for verse 2? Here we go. There was bread, just like lumps of lead in the stores, in the stores. There were buns, and bullets for the guns in the Quartermaster stores. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. There were mice eating up the rice in the stores, in the stores. There were lice, they were living on the mice in the Quartermaster stores. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. 'Cause there were snakes as big as garden rakes in the stores, stores. In the stores there were rats, rats, they were big as bloomin' cats. In the Quartermaster stores, my eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. Now just bear in mind the next few verses are particularly disgusting. Here we go. There is meat, meat, meat you couldn't eat in the stores. In the stores there were eggs, eggs, they were nearly growing legs. In the Quartermaster stores, my eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. This is my favourite verse for unspecified reasons. Here we go. And there was coffee, coffee, mixed up with the toffee in the stores. In the stores there was gin, gin, it was brewing in the bin. In the Quartermaster stores, my eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. Key change. There is beer, beer, beer you can't get near. In the stores, in the stores there is rum, rum for the general's tum. In the Quartermaster stores, my eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. Right, it's the last verse. If you've not been singing along, this is your last chance to sing along with this absolutely disgusting song. I want the whole bus singing because we're nearly at camp. Okay, here we go. There was cake, cake, cake you couldn't break. In the stores, in the stores there were flies, flies feeding on the pies. In the Quartermaster stores, my eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. We're going to do that chorus one more time, but we're going to do the school bus version. Are you ready? My eyes are dim, my eyes are dim, I cannot see. I left my specs in the lavatory. I left my specs in the lavatory. Gotta have a big finish with the Quartermaster stores. Don't do anything by halves here on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. And by the way, I was singing that just thinking the irony of my eyes are dim, I cannot see with the world's smallest font for that. I shall do something about that next time. That was not deliberate trolling, but it just happens to be so. Now, finishing off for today before I send you off on your merry way, hopefully with a spring in your step and a song in your heart, ready to enjoy your time at summer camp. We're going to finish off with Green Grow the Rushes. Oh, genuinely one of my favourite songs I've been singing my entire life. It's one of my earliest memories, sincerely, singing this song with my mum. And so this is a particularly up-tempo one that we recorded. I mean, it would have been last year, I think. May 24, I think we first did this one. And so, if you've got any breath left, let's use it all now on Green Grow the Rushes. Oh, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll sing you one song. Green grow the rushes, oh, what is your one song? One is one and all alone and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you two songs. Green grow the rushes, oh, what are your two songs? Two, the lily white boys, clothed all in green, ho, ho. One is one and all alone and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you three songs. Green grow the rushes, oh, what are your three songs? Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, clothed all in green, ho, ho. One is one and all alone and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you four songs. Green grow the rushes, oh, what are your four songs? Four for the gospel makers, three, the white boys, clothed all in green, ho ho. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you 5 songs. We go the rushes on. What are your 5 songs? 5 for the cymbals at your door, and 4 for the gospel makers. 3, 3, the rivals. 2, 2, the little white boys, clothed all in green, ho ho. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you 6 songs. We go the rushes on. What are your 6 songs? 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the cymbals at your door, and 4 for the gospel makers. 3, 3, the rivals. 2, 2, the little white boys, clothed all in green, ho ho. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you 7 songs. We go the rushes on. What are your 7 songs? 7 for the 7 stars in the sky, and 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the cymbals at your door, and 4 for the gospel makers. 3, 3, the rivals. 2, 2, the little white boys, clothed all in green, ho ho. One is one and all alone, and never last verse. I'll sing you 8 songs. We saw the rushes on. What are your 8 songs? 8 for the 8 paraders, 7 for the 7 stars in the sky, and 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the cymbals at your door, and 4 for the gospel makers. 3, 3, the rivals. Come on, 2, 2, the little white boys, clothed all in green, ho ho. One is one and all alone, and evermore shall be so. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen of Homechoir and the wider world, we've arrived at summer camp, so make sure you've got everything with you, because remember, unattended baggage and indeed unattended minors may be removed and may be destroyed without notice. So do enjoy the rest of your day. Do enjoy your week. Come and join us on Wednesday for something completely different, far less silliness, but no less fun, as we learn Pearsall's Ave Verum Corpus, and then Fun Friday, well, lots and lots of Beatles, Can't Buy Me Love in a Madrigal Style, Blackbird, with a little help from my friends, all our favourites. I'll look forward to seeing you then. So otherwise, have a good day, take care, all the best.